never forget growing up and getting so excited right whenever school ended because I had all summer to completely reinvent myself and come back to school in August as a completely different person, more attractive than ever before, mugging everybody I went to school with. We're a couple weeks into summer now, so I'm gonna give you the ultimate summer arc. So at the end of this summer, you can come back to school, to work, whatever it is, looking like your absolute best version of yourself, the most attractive version of yourself. Without further ado, let's get it. Summer, I want you to experiment with your clothing. So right now, I'm sure if you're like most people, you kind of wear the same clothes each and every day, the same style, the same aesthetic. You've never experimented with anything else. So this summer, I want you to buy some new clothes, some different archetypes, maybe go for the bad boy, old money, maybe try out some new sunglasses, like literally the smallest of things. I want you to experiment with it this summer. In addition to that, you can experiment with other things. Like this would be a great time to get a buzz cut if you've always wanted a buzz cut, which by the way, I don't advocate most people getting a buzz cut, but if you got the face for it, maybe try it out. But in addition to any other hairstyles, anything that you really want to try out, this is the time to do so. 2 to 3 months is the perfect amount of time for the average person to get freaking diced. The average person, let's say you're 18 to 24% body fat, like the majority of the population, you can quite literally get to 10% or below by the end of the summer. You can get super shredded, look like Brad Pitt in the movie Fight Club, have that male model look by time summer is over and look freaking insane. Here's the thing about body fat. Once you get lean enough, it's not just the physique that's popping out. Now you have a jawline. Now you have cheekbones. And what is also very sick is even if you have a little bit of muscle, the leaner that you get, all the muscle that you do have, it pops like crazy. It makes you look much bigger and more aesthetic than you even are. For example, Brad Pitt in the movie Fight Club, he was only like 155 at 5'10", 5'11". So that's pretty light, but he was so shredded, he looked freaking jacked. A couple months is more than enough time to start seeing a little bit of progress with your mewing. So if you've never actually started mewing, this summer is the time to start doing a consistent mewing practice. This is going to completely transform the way your face actually looks. It's going to make you look much more handsome, and it's very simple. So essentially, it's just tongue posture. And every day, I just want you to rest that tongue peacefully on the roof of your mouth. So the easiest way to do this, kind of build up a little bit of spit in your mouth and then swallow. And then wherever you swallow, wherever that tongue is lying, that's where you need to keep it. Now, I've done so many mewing tutorials, talked about it so much, I don't think I really need to do a demonstration, but practice mewing this summer and completely transform that face. These days, I really do not tan, but every time I'm outside, I actually put on a whole bunch of sunblocks so that I can stay nice and white. And it's because I'm getting older. I don't want to get wrinkles, anything like that. But if you are young, getting a tan makes you look so much more aesthetic. Look at Zac Efron in the movie Baywatch. Just having a tan makes you look so much healthier, so much more lively. And most of all, it brings out all your definition, especially in your physique. So this summer, I want you to start tanning. Go outside, get some natural raw sunlight, 1 to 2 hours every single day. Get as tan as possible. This will make you look way sexier. This summer, if your growth plates are still open, one thing you can do is optimize your high growth genetics. So you can pick up Titan Growth 2.0 on kalosique.com, my website, which has all the nutrients that you need to optimize your high growth genetics. 92% of the population is deficient in basic vitamins and minerals. Now, this is in America across all social classes. So there's a huge chance that you have deficiencies. And if you do, this means that IGF-1 human growth hormone is going to shut down completely and you will not be able to grow whatsoever. In addition, you got to pick up Aries Rage. This has been scientifically proven to boost testosterone by up to 37%, which obviously testosterone and human growth hormone, they work hand in hand to help you grow taller. So you got to boost both, get both on kalosique.com. In addition to this, guys, you got to join my high growth masterclass on Kalos Academy, kalos.academy. All of these things will help optimize your high growth genetics so that you can come back a little bit taller at the end of summer. This is the perfect time for you to pick up a new sexy hobby. Now, I want you to really dive into something that you have passion for. Like, if you've always wanted to learn guitar, now is the time to do it. If you've always wanted to get into skiing, into wakeboarding, this summer is the time to do it. I want you at the end of the summer to have learned a new skill, something on your resume that just is freaking sick. It's badass. It's something cool that you can show off to other people. This will boost your SMV like crazy. When I was a teenager, one thing I'd specifically work on during the summer was going to be my teeth, more specifically teeth whitening.
What happened to your teeth?
I whitened them.
I was obsessed with teeth whitening. These days, I really don't whiten my teeth. I don't care that much. But if you want to get whiter teeth, which is going to really pop with that extra tan as well, I always advocate getting opalescence. So this is like pure hydrogen peroxide. You can get a 20% or the 35%. Both are very strong. You put it in a tray once a week, 30 minutes, an hour. Your teeth will get insanely white. This is way more powerful than the Crest whitening strips, the toothpaste, anything else. So I want you to finish off summer with the whitest teeth you've ever had in your life. I don't think I would have as much success as I do today if I never read books, especially growing up. I would read so many books, especially Robert Greene, because he always talks about human psychology, 48 Laws of Power, Art of War, things like this. And these are going to be just crucial things that every single man has to read. And then whenever you go into business, whenever you go into the real world, these help you so much. Learning human psychology is actually probably the #1 thing I advocate every single one of you guys to actually learn, because it is so powerful to actually know how other humans function, any type of motives that they're gonna have. It is killer. It's crucial. If you're anything like me, I'm naturally very introverted, very antisocial, but unfortunately this actually corresponds to your speaking skills, to your social skills. So
what are you doing? Hey, I'm Peter.
Tony.
What are you doing here?
this summer, I want you to do one of two things. I either want you to go out once a week, go do a social interaction, and keep track of it. I actually have some of my clients, I have them track 5 different social interactions on a weekly basis, and they have to map out how each and every single one goes. It doesn't have to be a girl that you're hitting on. It can be a guy, it can be a girl. Sparking up a random conversation that makes you uncomfortable. It's going to push you out of that comfort zone so you get better speaking socially. Option number 2 is start a YouTube channel. No one has to know about it. All the videos can be unlisted, but you can just document. You can vlog. You can talk to the camera, and you can see how you actually talk. You can see your tone of voice, your gestures, everything, and then you can make improvements upon what you actually see on the video. That's what I did, and it actually correlated to real life social skills, so I strongly advocate this one. Last but not least, this summer, I want you to actually live it up. Do some cool stuff. Go on adventures. Travel around. Do some cliff jumping. Go swimming. And most of all, I want you to take photos of all of it. Like I've always said, Instagram is the modern day best way to date, to boost SMV, everything. So if you want to boost SMV this summer, you got to get those abs, get the tan, and then go to some cool places, get some insane, just natural, candid shots. Post that onto your Instagram, man. You will get so many more girls. It's going to be so much easier to talk to people, to spark up conversations just based off your Instagram alone. So if you do all of these things in this video, by the end of summer, you'll be a completely different man. You have boosted your SMV. You're much more attractive. So let me know in the comments what you are currently working on. But that's it, guys. Subscribe if you're new. I love you with all my heart. Peace.